pompe sorry no de beba na ma wa ba mu dina pindi na ma wa kume ye wadi ni huntu na ne nyame so yeah Mr. JP yeah Tibia would Timubia, won't quadia, my one bemumbu. You saw beton and so tia, if you have a bonti bensu. So you ask a crab a pro, it was your four baby, you are man. Tradian pumps in a neat one and muscle, Mawa Kumentu. So I was on a wood and a wolf munina. A put was so I know a shapanti, I would yakoma. Your young coupon with whom my block as the man and ma. O Christo ne ho ton ne dia wadawa na wato me pono matamfo yi memra me nie da so waso me sa de ni twapo kokko we nya me kwan so se se nya me wada so ti ase dia we ni da hwan so tete botan wa ye bi pen wada so gina ne nan so emfa we ni ntu ase onyankopon ne ti ase ogidi ni be hwe ase mpredi asa we ni be ase atiefoɔ ne adɔfoɔ abusuafoɔ me mamo adwo mama kwaba eba Hope for Life Radio aha yɛ abrabɔ mu nsɛm nyankopɔn ayɛ adom ukwada ya wada fufuro efiada fufuro odi yakwa saa de abedru Tuesday eye benada fufuro saa beto yen ye ka se aseda na enka nyankopon edin ye wadi ni hutu na ne nyame so adenyi na dikuano ebie ni so ya no de beba na ma wa ba mu ene enkomo ewo ho afise ye hwe niema ekoso se de da bia yedidi nkomo ehwe kwan a yebetimi aboa ye ho ama yetima tena nigye so atimama ya brabo mu aye jojo atimama ya busua ye namfofo ya dofo obiya ni age na yenso ye ni age bi no and yet the nights will be dry. Hold on to your faith. There will be a brighter day. Brighter day. Brighter day. Ojumtunini said there will be a brighter day. Meaning say niyama pi na ekoso yehwe even US ya inaugurate ya president ya enra no emu NSEM bebre but ne nyina emu no nyankopon eka ye ho ojina makome mpu ni bom fe ni jefe pie no sika wo penti na wusu obia no pay yesie no wiase japade enti minim de wodwendwen ho minim de okom de metima kan ne se ye wo dwankobia bi ono de ye de ho to ne so a ya bam embuda na wondi ye hwamon so tokana wensi dan na se wo biante wonka chese eti ye ma wiase afefede ne ade entimi enhye ye so enje ye mboso ye de ye nyankopon ka wanka enye wo ya ohwe ne ma nyankopon ye ma ye obi sabi ebi ahode ne ne ma wonya bi nti so wo life or one hoden wo peace of mind no enye enough ma no nyankopon di yawo enhira ne wa eti mesro e ma nyankopon endi yawo wo nti ma obi enyi nyankopon aye aseda sonko enkoma otwedi ampon biem se wahwe yen so ama na wotwe fofo akọ apro abeto yen ye bechia DJ Mike neni ne hokani eye oba pa nyankopon hya omo se nyankopon na mo so ama bibia ekojojo nyakonya itimide program we bro every Tuesday. Meaning say bra ye nipa ne de ye nipa ne de and then come e wo ho no fa your retirement and ya home giem nipa ba wiase a say ade ba ko ne so be ye adwuma cause even cry who purpose and na say who botaye anyakopon de oba asasi so na say wo soma edru ba bia okwa home giem no de be ba na ma wa ba mu dina piti na ma wa kuma nti ya wo nga na onya bepia asase we so a ti asefo asase so a obetwa wo ho apempem a bedu brebi na chese wasa akoda ne akoda biem na che obi oto kra wontimi nante obi wa onte obi kasa wonte na organs na sa time a ye wo foforo ye soche no ani nyina sa akofom want to hold you tight and say everything's gonna be na so ne nyina mu no God is with us and God is going to be for us. Adia ehia ne se ekwan ben na ye betumi aboaboa ye ho yie sede be ya ye kwa homegie mu a one ye ho nkyere yen na ye ni besaage tene topic a ye bedi ho nkomo no ye ways to improve your readiness for a happy and a stress-free retirement. Empempi no ya na se ye hwe ye
ye maame mo, ye papa mo, ye mpanimfoɔ, baabi a yɛhu nneɛma. So sɛneɛ because of ye baabi a yɛfiri no, hwɛ the way a awofoɔ wo hwɛ wɔn mo eduru mpɛmpɛnsoɔ bi, expectations wɔ hɔ ma saa ɔmo a yɛahwɛ wɔn mo no, sɛ ɔmo nso bɛba abɛhwɛ maame ne agya ne abusua ne ade. Ɛyɛ fantastic because Proverbs koraa ka sɛ wohwɛ wo maame a nhyira bebree ɛna ɛwɔ mu. Na deɛ mbɛyɛ a na ɛha adwene ne sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a ɔnhyɛ da ɛmfa nneɛma bi ngu akwan mu. Ɔmmoa ne ho wɔ kwan biara so nsie. Ɛfiri sɛ sɛbi ɔgye di sɛ ɔwɔ mma nti ne mma no na ɛyɛ ne daakye. Ne mma no na ɛyɛ ne retirement. Nti sɛ ɔkɔ ahomegyee mu a ɔmo na ɛyɛ dɛ ɛbɛba abɛhwɛ no. Ɛna nnɛ wohwɛ sɛdeɛ wiase kɔ. Even Ghana koraa ɛtɔ berɛ bi na extended family system yɛ adwuma yie paa. Wohwɛ sɛdeɛ yɛte fihyia mu. Sɛ maame ne ne nua ne obiara yɛn nyinaa anwummerɛ yɛ aduane a yɛtwa bom yɛn nyinaa yɛbɛdi. Weitumi ɛtea wei ba, weitumi correcti wei say, weitumi supporti wei. Like we were living very fantastic way. But wohwɛ nnɛ na nneɛma ɛsesa. Obiara pɛ ne privacy. And a nuclear family system no take over the extended family. Mehwɛ documentary on Netflix about centenarians. Now wohwɛ ɔmo nyini kyɛ paa nya more than 100 years a adeɛ baako ɛboa baako yɛ family support system. But ɛnnɛ family support systems ne nyinaa ɛgyigya. Wohwɛ the way a yɛn nyinaa gravitate towards nuclear family. Me ne me yere ne me mma, me ne me kunu ne me mma. Ɔmo na ɛyɛ me topmost priority. Ansa na extended family na ba. Na sɛ woanhwɛ wo nneɛma bi yie, na sɛbi ebi koraa wo mma a nso wɔ ɔmo anaa adɔfoɔ bi a wobɛtumi nyame anam wo so ahyira wɔn mo no, ankɔ wo mmoa wɔ w'ahomegye berɛ mu a ɛyɛ a na ani enyan pii. Wode ba kwantuo mu koraa deɛ a ɛno koraa deɛ kyɛ sɛ ano ɛɛden. Obi wɔ hɔ nya fie a ɔbɛkɔ. But ɛnam the way a wɔntoto nneɛma, the way a nneɛma bi nkɔ nti, ɛyɛ ayɛ te sɛ nipa no yɛ abɛka kwantuo mu. Wote bi deɛ a kyɛ sɛ ase fam. Obi wɔ hɔ a wonim sɛ wonya a ɔbɛyɛ neɛ n'ani bɛgye nanso wontumi. Ɛfiri sɛ ɛnsɛm pii. Ebi hyɛ bi ho na ebi wie ɔmo. Ebi de ɔmo agyapadeɛ ne ade bebree. Ebi ahyehyɛ bi wɔ ha, ebi ayɛ bi wɔ Ghana. But ne nyinaa no, obi hɔ ɔbɛbrɛ a ade korɔ no koraa na ɔbrɛ ho bebree no, ebi koraa na wɔn enjoy bi. Ɛno paa na ɛyɛ a na ɛyɛ meya no. Sɛ ɔbɛbrɛ na mekan wakyim ayɛ agyapadeɛ wɔ fie, ɛdan a wasi bi, cars ne ade a watotɔ bi. Bɛduru berɛ a ɛwɔ sɛ wokɔ enjoy saa wo berɛ, wokɔdi saa wo berɛ so aba no, na wo ho dodɔw, ahoɔden no nni hɔ te sɛ time a woyɛ young a wobɛtumi enjoy saa nneɛma no. Nti ɛnɛ ɛho akɔhia sɛ yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ na yɛhu kwan a yɛbɛtumi atoto nneɛma yie ne aboaboa yɛn ho sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛkɔ retirement a yɛn stress na yɛmmom yɛni bɛsa agye. Nti ɛnɛ dwumadi a ɛwɔ hɔ a yɛbɛtwetwe ho nkɔmmɔ no no. Sɛdeɛ meka ha yɛ Hope for Life Radio, ABRABO mu nsɛm anaa Life Matters, mo somfo Barimaba Kodua. Ɛnɛ yɛ 21st January 2025 ɛne yɛatena ase yɛne mo ɛredi dwuma. Wobɛtumi de w'adwenkyerɛ aba fi sɛ every Tuesday anaasɛ banada biara ne wo na ɛdi saa dwuma yi. Aha obiara story ɛcounte. Wobɛtumi de w'adwenkyerɛ aba comment section on Facebook, on YouTube, yɛbɛredi. Wonya opportunity so hwɛ program no later a wobɛtumi de w'adwenkyerɛ aba no so yɛbɛtumi afa na ɛwɔ sɛ biribi wɔ hɔ a yɛka ho asɛm anaasɛ yɛma badwafoɔ so hu a yɛbɛma wɔn mo ahu. Wobɛtumi so afone in ɛwɔ 703-565-2360 na wode w'adwenkyerɛ aba. Ebi a wonim kwan bi a wobɛtumi atoto nneɛma yie a retire a wonkɔ stress bebree. Anaasɛ wobɛretire no sɛbi ebi koraa wapam nkurɔfoɔ nyinaa afiri wo ho. Yes, wowɔ sika mpempem but sɛbi sika hia sika yɛ adeɛ bi but ɛnyɛ biribiara na ɛyɛ sika. Nti kwan bɛn na wobɛtumi abalance ne nyinaa yie sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a retire a despite wo sika ne wo biribiara a ɛwɔ wo nkyɛn no wobɛtumi asɛ anya adɔfoɔ ne abusua na sɛbi how na wopɛ sɛ wotena ɛyɛ aborɔkyimam na wopɛ sɛ ɔretire tena whether sɛ Ghana na wopɛ sɛ wokɔ na wokɔyɛ a ne nyinaa no w'ani bɛtumi agye ɔpem sɛ Nyankopɔn ɛbɛto ne nsa afrɛ wo na womfa memene mfe womfa hoho na kyerɛ sɛ ɔbrɛ a wobɛbrɛ no ɛso ama mfasoɔ enti mesrɛ wo ma me ɛnte wo nka ɛfiri sɛ me ne wo na ɛredi dwuma no nti yɛbɛwura dwumadie no mu a yɛbɛdi ka bisa questions bi na yɛde saa questions no gyina so ayɛ discussion no question a ɛdi kan a mepɛ sɛ yɛbisa ne sɛ ɛdɛ strategies ɛna wobɛtumi asave towards retirement sɛ wopɛ sɛ ɔretire a ɛdeɛn na wobɛtumi ayɛ ɛba sɛ wode sika esie anaasɛ wote sika bi ato hɔ na waboaboa wo ho sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a wo retire aside bi a social security ɛne 401k ne other retirement packages a ɛno nso ɛberɛ a yɛgu so kɔ no yɛbɛka ho asɛm no wobɛhu kwan a wobɛyɛ no na wobɛyɛ ne ntɛm because ɛno nso hia paa da biara meka sɛ sɛ wonya kwanya sɛ wobɛinvest a the earlier the better because wohwɛ back bɛyɛ a year or two a da biara you wish sɛ wo start aseɛ ntɛm nti sɛ akwanya wɔ hɔ na sɛ wobɛyɛ biribi saa ne ntɛm pa na wayɛ dɛ watu ho anammɔn nti deɛ di kan a ɛbɛtumi aboa yɛn one of the strategies ne sɛ yɛbɛstart asave sika ntɛm because aha no obiara yɛ adwuma whether sɛ ɛha Ghana aborɔkyiri baabiara wo sika a wonya every 2 weeks anaa every month no wonim sɛ wonya sempo a wonya taku a wonim sɛnea wokyekyɛ mu ɛna ɛba nnwuma mu a yɛwɔ akwanya aha social security IRS Ghana SNET wɔ hɔ ɔmo wɔ percentages ne adeɛ a ɔmo nso yɛ ɔmo calculations ɛde to hɔ a retire a yɛbɛtumi ama wo lump sum anaasɛ yɛbɛtumi ama wo pension pay at the end of every month that system no the government no ɛna put it in place ɛna ɔde ɛsom ɛyɛ ne man ɛno most countries ɛwɔ that system no nti wo savings na wobɛyɛ no in addition to that no ɛne sɛ bi a wobɛyɛ ɛyɛ Ghana system wobɛyɛ 30 year something like a provident fund anaasɛ wobɛyɛ 401k na 401k no wobɛtumi ayɛ Roth one anaasɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ IRA nti savings towards retirement no packages bebree ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna iba nnwuma no bi a yɛka early saving no ɛyɛ very very important because wonya kwanya starte baabi na baabi a woyɛ adwuma no sɛ nyɛ sɛ even koraa woa na wastarte wo business a wobɛtumi asave towards your retirement sɛde bɛyɛ a wobɛkɔ ahohiahia wobɛkɔ ahomegyee mu no ɔho nkɔ hiahia mu ɛnkɔyɛ te sɛ menyɛ sika no bia mede ne nyinaa yɛ me ho nneɛma mede gye m'ani mede yɛ nneɛma bi a ɛntimi ama ma saving ntɛm because the power of compound interest ɛbɛtumi ama sika a wode bɛto hɔ nnɛ no ɛbɛbɔ ho mmɔho because say bia for example wode $1 ne to hɔ na interest yɛ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ 10% na wonya 10 cents ka ho a ɛbɛka ho a ɛbɛyɛ $1 10 cents na yɛsae ayi so ɛno as the principal na yɛcalculate na ɛkɔ nti w'ani bɛba ho so na sika no a wode to hɔ no woanya so mfasoɔ bebree na mmom no woamfiti bi anto hɔ a how are you going to get that returns saa de no ɛnsi nti ɛba saving early also begin saving for retirement as soon as possible the earlier you start the more time your investment have to grow nti sɛ mene wo nyinaa sɛ ebi a yɛde 1,000 ɛyɛ Ghana cedis anaa $1,000 na starting investment ɛne yɛhyɛ aseɛ nnɛ sɛ me hyɛ aseɛ 10 years ago a imagine the interest a menya on that same 1,000 no ɛna yɛwɔ future value of money nti sɛ nnɛ $1,000 and 1,000 cedis 10 years ago it's not the same as 1,000 cedis today because ebe lose value nti sɛ wohyɛ aseɛ ntɛm a ɛbɛboa wo ɛna adeɛ baako ne sɛ sɛ program bi na panin bi ka ha wɔbaeɛ otu kwan ba aborɔkyimam ɔbɛbɔ ne bra ɛyɛ nneɛma wɔ fie ɛyɛ so many things but ɛduru berɛ bi a ɛwɔ sɛ wɔkɔ no na ɔwɔ nda sɛ ɔkɔ a ɔbɛsi dɛn na wasustaining ne ho wɔ hɔ because wamfa nneɛma bi angu akwan mu a ɔkɔ fie no a n'ani bɛgye nti ɛno de pressure bɛtoo ne so Ni fie kwa ni mu pa but no gusu ye adwuma. Anka that age no time I was a otime de eji na home. Etime relax and it's a vacation is been obeko obetine fia obetime e de adwojo ne ho yie. But ankoba ne sa tinipeni fie so nyina na oguso ye adwuma. Na ade ba ko a say me escape ye planning. Know when you want to retire. Because entimi nkoba say offer for be free nti we dey mefa no. Yeah, hello. Hello, mini asante otimenka.
Jọba àbọ̀bọ̀ dẹ̀.
Yankopo adumo na nso e.
Ṣé àná àdìmọ̀ ọ̀nà?
Yeah, the radio say. Yamawa Juma wakwa baba Hope for Life Radio. Hi ABRABO NSEM.
Ẹja mi jẹ́ sọ. Ẹja mi sọ mi náà kà sẹ́, ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ mu a nka mẹ́tọ́ abẹ́tí náà wọ̀n nkyɛn kakra. But edwuma mu ntumi ntumi ama. Yẹ kọ baabi kọ yẹ adi afei kọ anamasa akɔdu ɔfisi ntumi ntumi kɔ ampɔn yɛ. Na mi nso ma mi fɛ na. Mi nse kakra mi nso ebi adwenkyɛ kakra mi nso ma ɔno mi nso mi fa emu ana ebi ana aboa obi.
Minu anyami share. Yeah, said you kind no ma yeah always a kwine bema or oba pass it through. But ni nyina ka ho. And the topic I discussing how to improve our readiness for a happy and a stress-free retirement. Because we media mostly media communicate ni Ghanaians and be example more. Dodo na betina ha brea na bi a making we sisi dining why ye niema bebre wo fie on starting planning a retirement on starting share first cabin to ho on ye niema bi a ebetimi emma ne ho nkyere ni pii. Tibon so when yini a was so kofi kwaje na home so no ntimi nko not ha no guso overworking ne ho saa enu time a on kosa on koje na home no na japade obre ye no chesa hodi mpo ni ho de be enjoy was nyame a hu ne mobo anya na doma okwa na ho na team na omo mbetwe ho manso omo ambre ho no omo na edi ho kota koni abane ade be wi akire ni bi kufa ho kunkum bi ni ade ya ena bi mo so aye omo adwen se omo de on plan bi bia towards na retirement because sebi owoma and the woman no ne money and retirement and I was say ne mano na yede ehwe no because ono na hwe o mama omosia fifia I was say ono so enkola no timi fe kwan bi so hwe no man sintutu kanye boni but mani nye natural enye organic enye te say your share na wakwanya so de bebo abo ho asia onfa mbo abo ho asia na onkofa pressure nkoto mabu no omo so wo omo plans omo financial goals ne ade a omo eba ti we de no ho ade na yesua megidi se wa joining there also be share bi na nim how long a bit my keep you anytime obey okay no na ya to aso ti we de mema wa kwanya na also de one of the same any de wo my no ati admati for aso ati.
Okay, me that's it. And the obi oni me there no so when it comes to say any progressive and young the person will be high no nipa be investing in all those things it's a conversation so you can go down the rabbit hole. They figure out how you're going to do it, right? But let me start by saying that me financial advisor. Me say about finances. But the Americans are my year boy my brother. And it mama no me jago, the most why yeah above. And then I'm for a minimum but I listen to them and I watch them. The almost why yeah above. That is where I take my my inspiration and my guidance and my direction from. And I always say put it in the so because my woman to send about everything. Morally, I will say I will for. But there's no legal obligation to also about it.
Yes.
That is one thing as parents also say. Morally, about so sure because when I wouldn't know what to tell them to do into a shower. just morally.
Insha suma
Yes,
akola no kra.
any baby is free, right? But once you see that, I say you try parental support because of her mommy down. But you try child support and spousal support. But we know what I guys there on her mommy and share, you kind of say parental support. There's been numerous instances. You have parents and on the line. I did loans, I'm on my after line. I did loans, I'm on my school. But once on level there, they do not care about parents now. Right. And yes, you are taking care of Oba, but also figure out a way to make sure that if the impossible happens, so are you going to be able to survive on your own? Because, like I said, they are not obligated to take care of you. But yes, you will take care of them, but not by force. Right?
Yep.
But one thing most people don't also pay attention to is that from 62 to, I believe, from 62 years going, you can collect on your social security.
Yes.
But from 64 years going, you can retire. You are retired. But the earlier now you try to collect your social security, you lose money.
Yes.
If people don't know, you can lose as much as 30%, 25% on social security returns now. And social security shouldn't be our primary focus. And you try into my social security and you do 64, 65. You are going to lose money, which is fine if that's okay with you, or you can collect as early as 62. But so do full social security age now, right? You can collect the full amount until you die.
Yes.
Now I was looking at statistics on how social security works. Right now, social security is not even reliable anymore. There may be a time into the biggest thing is one because we invested for yourself. Like I said, so I collect social security at 62 years. Now, young man says, so also seek out every month and $1,000. Because you are collecting at 62 years now, you lose $250 every month because you are collecting early. But when you call them, then they add to it.
The sky is the limit.
And then you lose money. Okay, for 401k, most people do 401k, but they don't even know login. They don't even know where their money is being invested. And this is a conversation I've started having with Ghana for military. Yeah, I know them. I started having this conversation with them. Your retirement net for TF, do you know baby I would do? Do you know where it's getting invested? Do you know how much returns you are getting? Because everybody will tell you the power of compound interest. The power of compound interest.
Yes.
But she can't end up baby, it doesn't matter. With me invested $2,000 a month. Let me invest $1,500 a month. And because it says the chicken there money better returns into now. And then the returns will pass you and the growth also will pass you.
Yes.
And so one thing that we have to be paying attention to is yes, I'm contributing to 401k, I'm investing, but where is my money going? You'll be able to get as much as sometimes 25-30% returns in a year if you pay attention to where you're investing your money. And you can also make as low as 4% to 6%, depending on where you invest your money. And yes, invest, but also learn how to move the money around, and then just leave it where it's going to give you more returns, right? Usually, you focus, and there's nothing wrong with how a position in Emma. There's nothing wrong with say, so I cry. If you are there $15,000, $20,000 so I cry. Let me sit down. That is fine. That is what you want to do. But I want us to think about something. Fast as now, toy, and then I will see, by the time I'm because of all retire, is it going to be a day when you join? and are you going to have to add money to it to make it to the extent that will pay? Let me give you an example. Me and then show or building contractor, right? Now, or yeah, Obioduma, our cra. My mama catcher a dana time no see years ago, and yeah, they're in the into a Buddha and now, we're in modern design. Now, okay, dinosaur. Now, shoes no see Usma Bronsana. Now, the lady is spending
Wow.
thousands of dollars to give the building a facelift. Yes, maybe a time I was back in the day now. Okay. But she called because she then at that time, could she have invested that in something else? Men can't say, who said that money? But you can buy a fashion, put send a bit of litigation drama, spend some money, put a wall around it, put a 1 bedroom, a 2 bedroom, conservative. Yeah, if they are called for so never be that never better. No, go to area or bar as no by no. Invest the money in better places. When the time comes, now for some book Ghana, you can give yourself a year, 2 years, full money from your investment. No, if you invested the money wisely, no one wasting it. Put the money from the investment. No, build something that is going to fit the workers all year. One says, but also you made money on your investment and now you are building.
Yes, and just to add to the Okano, Mijidis idea about na nipa yemudu do na lucky financial education and financial literacy is very, very important. Maybe making on investment options, on say okay, me 401k, me say 401k no say on one manage and as any company they are obi na manage a hen neko their portfolio no wo. All these things near idea was so and san waiting medru level are okay. And I think yeah bosso kono the first thing and one of the important stuff and bosso no. But and then because of internet, some of these things are very openly available on YouTube or here financial expert. Even program we are Hope for Life Radio, so financial peace education. There are a whole lot of courses. We enrich your financial knowledge. Baby also do see cash share idea. Akwanya be brave wo. Ba ya ne bi mu sebi ebu aji ho achinyi. And obi also krom person obi take risk. Onim. The just say the okay onim onimpa say okay. Make me this way asheha, make me the way asheha. And our investments in so be a short term, long term, be a risk free, and our risk no a very low, be a high risk. It is only when you na still nipaning ye dia no nim say oh any on one empese obey. But I say the all can who the sky who the shed dime na wakwa kusi no. Obi okra won see invest bio. Say we see in such a way say obetimi the be cry rent na wagya bia ya okofie obetimi akodem na wakosi kuntan bia sabi 8-10 bedrooms and the way I design in near adite no enye edan a obetimi de bia rent because bia one big hall there was so many things that you shared and yet to say oh why in self-contained that obetimi de bia rent and he say be 10-20 years 30 years of betina ha obekofie no na dan no nsa bi ebi kra na ni monyam ne se de wo ka no entwa mu kra na je se different designs ne ma ba so and I make kro tia no sa bo ho ka because one farm rent here definitely obenye obi ama na tene mama and then also sa tene mu hwe so mama ne kra de ehu chen se ene odi dan ne kra be rent enti said the wo na very 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 true and e ma ne bi o ho I was say ye die ho so said the be ya yenko making some of these decisions. Now investment opportunities for her no big can ho asema. Ba asante ade ba koso e hu no. E nipa bu a make oni omo be business no. Because obi was scapan or you ready so be investment. But say why ni titiri Ghana. And right here also, me so be say so person you be business for Ghana, just so move better now. Nana make us say it's not always true. There are good people. Though you woni pa boni for bebre, but you woni papa for so. Oti ye nya ni papa na oni no ye bibia. Mo se niema be koso. Na mo boni for na do so ama and obi anje obi ndi. Enti em say eno na me pese me de kan de na o kan ho. Ti we de mema wo ato aso.
There is, so when we start a business for Ghana, I always tell people, say, kakra bi so nipa korɔ no hwɛ and first ka boom kɔhyɛ business more Ghana one time because so we agora you will lose that money. If you start slowly, then you figure out where am I going with this. Is this person will be I can trust them? Is this person will be onye basa basa? So when you look at it that way and then you try them out, definitely sometimes it will be, but you will be able to figure out, am I going to go the full throttle? Then you kind of be man all the way out. And now I said, you slow down up to different questions, right? One thing, yeah, you can never, and I know so I'm different, I do my things differently. One thing that I always tell people is that you can always invest in land, right? Land in there. So, and I can't come out to Kumu land there, by the time I grew and you have enough that you can go and come most of the time to put an eye on the land.
Yes.
I was telling one of my friends, they said, you will now let me up to a crack, I say, $15,000, $20,000, and I will move to Eastern region. It will be an hour and a half away from Accra, and then buy acres of land. Right? Because $20,000, $30,000, that's after that. Because 70 by 80, 70 by 90, better. But if you take that money, now for Asasio, Eastern region, they're getting too far away from Accra. With many acres of land. Acres.
Now,
1 acre and 4 plots.
And on engine they say be that prime location factor no. To say be
That's what I'm
East
saying.
Legon.
That's what I'm saying. The prime location now working. When it comes to real estate, right? When it comes to real estate, the price of it, usually always depends on location. Right? But what I'm saying is that if the Kumla is for you, that is fine. But you are not even going to go and live there right now.
Yes.
But we are so young a little bit. Because you must be and retire. It's about 20, 25 years time and kind of all retire.
Yes.
So for 2 hours, so 1 hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hours away from Asia. Maybe I'm checking from Kotoka International Airport away, right? Into every crowd, also a new rock inside less than 1 hour. But all for airports and Asia, a 1.5 hours, 1 hour. You can get those lands now for cheap, buy acres of it, right? Start a farm on it. Why do you know say farm? You don't even do anything crab but just to secure your land. As time goes on, it grows a tunnel. You have vast land. You can invest on it. You can use the land as a collateral to take something from a bank and develop it. Unless you don't want to go through other hassle, you can start selling some of this land and then develop part of the land. Now you are in control of what you are doing.
Yes.
Then I say, this area. Now, car, there's nothing you cannot come to Accra and do.
Yep, that is true.
The whole cost of living, so our form. Ofi Oklahoma, and I say Europe, and Ababia will be a Akotna Ghana. That's a you can plan accordingly when I'm going to go to Accra and do my business.
Mm-hmm.
You can leave early and then come back home early, maybe to traffic. Or you can leave late and come back home, maybe to traffic. Right? There's endless opportunity when you have a land. Meanwhile, we are told just one plot of land, so Accra. So everything else they have to pay money for.
Yep.
Everything they have to pay money for. But imagine if you have that size of land, you are farming. There's a type of farming. And now you have people, they are working for you. You can get people to come live there and they help you work on the land. You just pay them. And very organic. You can
Yes.
sell some of these things and make money out of it. You can help other people with the money that you get from it. These are the most important things. We have to always look at. I said this one time to Sika, you're a name too. You're the boy for you're the being so after and your business. That is what Sika is for. Right? So if you cannot do both, now you don't deserve the money. You don't deserve it. And as we plan our life, so statistically, among for retire, their biggest expense are your rent and food.
Yes, and maybe I made a healthcare back home.
Yes. So, when you make some more, you have to start looking at these things. You have to start looking at these things, right? Mamenka, give me an example. So a bit to a dime a now. Not a mortgage. The mortgage, $2,300. The mortgage might go up because of taxes and insurance.
Yes.
But the mortgage price now and if you're able to pay for the house, at that point, what share a dynamic area, the only cost that you're going to incur after that is insurance and taxes every year.
Yes.
It will be only a dime. Now, an apartment in the whole life for retire, rent cost is going to affect them. But in a whole house, rent, mortgage, insurance, rent, everything else cost, it doesn't bother you that much because you took care of that when you were working. Every time I tell people, if you can afford owning a house, if you can afford, it's number you will be able to afford.
Yes, and I like that statement, and I like that condition. If you can afford.
Yes, if you and never afford, a dime talk is not good for them. A dime talk is good, and you'll be able good for a dime talk. People are scared. Say, how am I going to do it? I don't have the money to foot that bill. Right? And that is not for everybody. But if it's for you and you can afford it, it is a form of investment also.
Yes.
It is a form of investment because Ubu will be our tour than 5 years ago. Next time for than chain or catch your check it and then the price this time. Now I check it how much equity the person added into the diner. If this person is very smart enough, they will keep making payments and make extra payments when they can. Until they will pay off the diner early. Now, young people say, retire for Ghana.
Yes.
That's why I say it's a form of investment.
Yes, because I know that I'm not me baby, sir. Say, obi oha who say okay, me be bobra, me ba have a year. The nya hana me pese me retire tena. Tibi de me see me fie ne me japade ne adnema wo Ghana. Ti me retirement so ya na mama me nkuku ne me kaka so na me ko. Ti saa nipa ne nso.
So okay, then my man, over Ghana for my 20 years. Now it was almost all my plans next year. Almost half. And I said just a little bit and a half will tell you say my plan was going to stay here for a very long time. But those people make 10, 15, 20 years.
Yes.
Right. And another excuse not to challenge ourselves. Another excuse not to challenge ourselves. Right. Now, going back to Ghana, what Ghana you now move back to Ghana. There's two things we can do. Some people will sell the house outright, take their money, go and invest, start a business or build a house and live in Ghana. Some of them will also, and that is the one that I like, will take an equity out of the house on Tonda. But because they have so much equity, and also they will take equity out of the house and then give the house to a rental agency. Now, rental agency, I manage a dynamo. Which shall rent now? So I don't know about what you can rent now. The rent now, I don't know, you can equity no jail. I don't see an idea. Who tried that command or said they didn't know equity or this cannot do in Ghana or no be any problem. Into one Lucy Dine, I will just car of it. There are so many ways that this retirement plan can be built. There are so many ways that retirement plan can be built. And I talk to people all the time. So, look, first off, let's start from the basics. You have a job. The job now is paying you this amount of money. Usually, the job now will have a matching for your 401k and also whatever retirement plan you have. The first thing is you have to take advantage of that matching.
Yes.
If you're doing a matching up to 3%, that is all you can afford. Contribute 3% of your paycheck to that. So contribute to that now. I want to go and find out the idea if you can invest in. Go you increase to be into so I'm saying you can invest in alcoholic beverage and I say a name and increase to 40. But until you go in and figure out what companies your money is being invested in, the money can be invested in anywhere.
Yes.
And what contributes to the money amount that much? Now that is all you can afford. The next thing is because you are a breadwinner. Some people they will be offended, but I have to say, you have to find a life insurance that is best for you. Because not my family depends solely on my income. What do you think is going to become of them? You see, I'm going to lose it. The kids are going to be homeless. So there's nothing they can do about it.
Yes.
But if you have a life insurance, and you're saying that you're Ghana for the go family can be all you are waiting for is for the death certificate, give it to the insurance company, and then collect and then move on with your life. But who are so bound for someone which for that is one thing.
Yep, I agree.
No matter what you do, the anything is the matter of when. If you find a term life insurance, this is where my problem is. A term life insurance. Then you can find a term life insurance for less than $50. Yeah, with premium, you'll be over $500,000. That is how much you can afford. Get the term life insurance. But there are people out there that are also on IUL, a form of banking, it's a form of investment, all those things. No? If that is for you, that is fine. but I don't believe in those things. So I don't talk about those things. So if I have enough money to buy an RUL, which
Mm-hmm.
is going to cost me about $300 for a premium of $500,000 or less, I would rather buy either $1 million term life insurance for about $60, $70 a month. That's the kind of I will invest it on my own. I will not give it to any life insurance people from IUL or whatever. If, like I said, if that's what you believe in, that is fine. I do not believe in it. I don't stand up on that. I don't do that.
Yes, and I like how you put it because Senior Okan, there are several products, and depending on your need,
Yes,
maybe
yes, yes.
some of them might work for you, they might not work for other people. So I totally agree with you.
Let me give you an example. As a mechanic, usually, everything I say, it's either my experience or somebody I know,
Mm-hmm.
their experience. I have a friend, one of the wife, they bought IUL. And when they were going to do this, I told them, don't do it. Do your own due diligence. They are well to do. And the idea now is someone want to say, it's an investment. You can take money out of it. You can do everything and do with it. And it's appealing, right? But what they don't tell you is how much money you lose upfront.
Mm-hmm.
Madam find the wife, that's for IUL, which is great product. It is for you. They were paying $2,000 a month. Thousand, maybe $2,000 a month. They did it for 3 years.
Wow.
And the other say every year, it's 24,000. And so almost the time I say now, you are averaging about $72,000.
$72,000. Yes.
Yes. They said they don't think it's for them after 3 years, and they wanted to cancel it. They went through so much problem to cancel it. And when they were able to cancel it, the amount of money they got back was less than $40,000.
Wow. And me one thing me who about this insurance policies some of these packages, there are a lot of exemption clauses. But yeah, now salespeople don't talk about them
Yes.
until maybe when there's a time to claim or when you want to break the policy. That is where
Yeah.
be other ones. No. Maybe that was one of the stuff we're going to talk about. So if
Yeah.
you think you can do some of these things by yourself, seek professional advice. You can have maybe a consultant or somebody, a financial expert or advisor who can guide you through some of these things. Because obi or no or sales or a marketing person or bar,
Yeah.
they are just about their commission. And what
Mm-hmm.
they need you to do is to buy the policy so that they can make their money off it. But there are people too who sell products not just to make money, but to serve people. That is not to say there are not good people out there. So yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised because me had similar experience back in Ghana when I got the chance to travel and I'm a person me breaking insurance. I had to deal with some of these things I didn't know. And I also did my due diligence and learned a lot of lessons from that
Yeah.
experience.
If you're moving forward from insurance, you get an insurance policy which is going to be beneficial to you, which you can afford. Yeah, one struggle. And
Mm-hmm.
once you get that, one, you are contributing however much you can contribute.
Yes.
And then you get the insurance. Now everything is situated.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can aggressively start doing budgeting, right? When it comes, most people, and it's very, very tough. If you do more, when it comes to financial conversation, that is when there's problem.
Yes. And
That's one of the problem.
it's more like a taboo.
Yes,
Obia,
we don't talk about it.
yeah, the
We don't talk
people
about it.
don't.
Oh, and see, when you're contributing, Make sure that so spouse they are also contributing to something.
Yes.
Yeah, for retirement. Because statistically, a ma is even less when it comes to retirement. Statistically, although figures and Google and then and ma combined, mine and is even more for retirement. Right.
Yeah, and
Who do you think?
just by the way, because most women GD say quote unquote omukunumbewu edi a property near ma eja
Yes,
omo.
yes. And that is the ideology behind it. Now, a ma did the admin exercise. Yeah, they are doing better. They are doing better than Ekrum, which is really, really good. But you don't talk about finances because your family, your parents, may answer. In the end, we don't see the need for it. And one is this: my Koyajima, my Jessica, my Subi, me the Bia Kogana, Akushida, me the Bia Africa, right? It's just a cycle.
And a be a
Yeah, we
hokra
don't focus
matche.
so much.
Wait to your rent. Now we are a grocery.
Yes,
Till on himself or any
yes,
partner, that's enough.
yes. And this conversation needs to be happening, right? Now, every month, I sit down, I write down what I spent last year, and it's tedious. It's just simple. Also, credit card, also, if you can't spend it, if you don't have it, no cost gas, my transfer, my transfer. In the end of the month, I will add everything together to see how much I spent that month, right? No matter how much I put in my savings. The savings is automatic. Every paycheck being shared, they have a specific amount of aircom savings. Yeah, I do not touch it. And whatever money is left over, and beginning of the month, I also take that money and put it in the savings. In every paycheck is a fresh paycheck, and there's no money in my checking account.
Yes. That is the zero level budgeting. So you
Yes.
don't leave any dime or any penny unaccounted for. It's $0 or zero CD budgeting. Yeah.
At the end of the month, I move the surplus to my savings. Then I start over again. And to do how I will go over what I needed to spend. Then I move money back and then balance it. It's never going to be easy. Budgeting is tedious. It's not that simple. But if you want to see what your money is doing, you really want to pay attention to that, right? You want to pay attention to that because you want to know what the money is doing. And also, when it comes to savings, you look at the Navy Federal, Apple Federal, right? Let the savings. I'm probably going to get 0.05%. Yeah, about $1,000 per half. When you need the 0.1 cent and also something like that
Yes.
every month as interest, right? And usually what I tell them is that there are so many banks. Yeah, they offer a higher return on your savings. Yeah, kind of high yield savings.
Yep.
And that is what I do. No, Navy Federal, no Pentagon Federal, and I'm more USAA. But I don't keep my money in any of that bank as a savings account. I have an American Express online account. Yeah, almost savings account, gives me 4.2% on the average. There is so many banks out there. Yeah, they will give you 3%, 3.8, 4% on your return on your savings. And I tell people, find something like that works for you. Put your money in there and get a better return on it.
Yes.
Once you feel like you have enough money saved in that savings account, I tell people, increase your retirement contribution.
Yes.
Right? I know that I spend it every month. I'm spending $5,000 for my household. Now I have about $25,000 saved in my high yield savings account, which can take care of me for 5 months to manage my craft.
Yes.
I don't need to put any more money into my savings account. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my retirement savings account, into my retirement contribution, and increase it to however much I feel comfortable with. If sometimes if you can't have a savings account, pay $500 every month. Now I'm going to stop that $500 from going to my savings account and then put it into my retirement account to get more return, because the retirement account is going to give me more returns than my savings account.
Yes, that's true.
And if anything happens down the line and I need to stop putting much money into my retirement account now, I will stop that and then bring it back into my savings account. If I'm using the savings account under 5,000, I need to build it back up. I will stop the extra contribution to my savings, to my retirement account, and then put it into my savings until I build it up. And when then up to where I want it to be, then I will go back to increase it.
Yes, I think that is a. Adia can very, very, very true. Now, me make a count say, ebia who household expenses. Say, okay,
yes.
I'm doing 6 months, I'm doing 3 months. So, we are risk averse. So, they don't want to go maybe less. So, 6 months. So, on the average, every month you spend it by 1,000. If I'm able to save up to 6,000, a bit more cover my family in case of anything for 6 consecutive months, I should move every other thing towards retirement and investments.
Yes. And also, if you have a bigger budget coming up, that you say, oh, maybe I want to do this project in Ghana. And now I'm going to save for that. I'm very calculated, right? I plan everything out. It doesn't always work out the way I want it, but I try my best. So one is
Life radio. The
but you it's you that you like planning, and it's not more your problem.
Yep, I agree.
No matter how much you're making, if you live within your means, you'll be okay.
We didn't cry below your means, cry na me maker.
And now we are Juma. Then we make it easier. Now make it $40,000 a year. You are living comfortably. I didn't know, and then now we making 90,000. You tell me that you are struggling because you move your expectations too high, and you are living an extravagant life. You to and talk about in Chicano, and Sana, yes, you will be talking with you. What could be in can show me a can, you young a can. I could be in no Luciska. What on the castle for? I used to live at Buckman Road, Alexandria, this years ago. Now, let me do you escalate. That time, escalate was about the $50,000 brand new. But guess what? Now, over and two room to
wow.
I know I'm not going to apartment, no. Over and two room to movie. Parking pass, no, or my parking pass too. Parking pass, no, in your pocket. $50,000 car on the street.
Wow. Yeah.
When you look at these things, then you see that if this person doesn't change the direction they are going with their finances, there's no financial future for them.
And sometimes to a bit of societal pressures. We say sometimes utanye na kunya community bia unnecessary competition, negative competitive stage ewo ho a obi a chire bibi. But it doesn't make sense. Say bia wote obi obi a roommate. Nya wo kra na make wa lease na o park $60 car ewo roadside bi betima be crash na ebe cost you more. And senior worker, I'm saying the most important thing in sometimes how much you make, how you manage or how you plan and spend and save and invest that money. See, true, and it goes on. Be more yes, I do be brave. People buy houses, people buy cars, or change cars. So we all the car but or feel it also or upscaling and a lifestyle no cost because the income a cost. Instead of the be than the places are a bebuanama nedachi I okay no or ne obepe so be live big now any who are titles I can see any other. But in the long run no no, I don't think it helps. To pay better retirement. I don't think those things are good decisions and
Yeah.
unnecessary spending.
Many one guy he's about 52 years old, right? Who treat Toyota Camry. Now the what Toyota Camry is almost 300,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost 300,000. Because if you have no reason to change it.
Yes. And it's a good car. It runs well. It's safe.
No one of them is because you don't know the American state, no one of them is our question. Let me check the investment. Yeah, oh, you know, how you have to move it and then balance it and stuff. And I'm saying, oh, the last time I shared our account, it moves around as well. There's 15 years no come down, and then
15 years.
that guy, yes, that guy have over 1,200,000.
Wow.
1.2 million in his, yes, 1.2 million in the account. And so I said, car, yeah, 300,000 miles on it. Had no code number.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you have no reason to change it. Once I time, I said, I use my experience. In 2018, I bought a brand new car, brand new. And I drove it for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Drove it for a year, and I said, oh, my water can born. The car is a little bit smaller for the family. I'm going to trade it in and then get a bigger one. I lost $5,000 because it was brand new. It depreciated. I lost that money.
Yep. And it to free a lot of it loses value. So
the same thing this year, the car is using the 2 miles, too much miles. The 2 months miles, it's a good car. So I want a smaller car. I'm the best driver. I bought a smaller car. Some of my friends saw it. Okay, come, let me tell you, that's a convertible. Into someone will be for, let me cruise.
wow.
I sat down, I took it for service one time. The oil change in $180. $80. Oil change $180. But the another service, almost like it cost me $900.
Wow,
I
really?
took the car home. I sat down and said, is this a good financial decision? But car back home, why do I need two cars? That very day, I listed the car on Facebook Marketplace and sold it for the same amount I bought it for. And let's plan to
Yep.
to say they're welcome. Sometimes the pressure of the society
Mm-hmm.
comes too much on us, and we make decisions that we are not supposed to make. Just recently, my dad's doing a birthday, and they said there's a dress code. Yeah, they call birthday. And a boys are named their girlfriend. There's a dress code. In the almost more those colors for birthday. I told them, say, look, this wasn't part of my monthly budget because Ghana can't do anything. I'm not going to spend over $100 to buy a tire to go to a birthday. Yeah, I'm back. I may not wear it again. The
Yes.
birthday was just this Saturday. I did not go.
Oh, then socially too, you get a tag because you'll be seen as either antisocial or
But they will understand you and they will respect you and they respect your time.
yes.
I have lost so many friends because of time. Making the time here is not bad. So I can remember a few five, maybe of 450, and I say earlier than that. And the amount for have come to where I say, guy, in the time when you are, they respect me for that. Until recently, for the past year or so, my status, my finances in a way that I am not going to spend when I have no plans.
Yep.
And the people are also getting to understand that this is where I'm going. If it is too much for you, You do not have to be my friend.
Oh, but
That's the whole thing.
on that note, does that mean you don't have maybe contingency fund?
I do.
Yeah, because
When
I know those ones,
I
unless.
say, I say, sir,
Mm-hmm.
I say, sir, budgeting, budgeting is just an excuse for you to spend money, right? It's an excuse for you to spend money guilt free. All the problems guilty.
Yep.
You see, you change. See, sorry, say, I always leave about $200 for miscellaneous.
Mm-hmm.
And when I spend that $200, there is nothing that is going to make me go and spend any more money. Unless that thing is very, very important. So very important, I will spend it. And when I spend it, the next month's budget, I will balance it that way. And it's not rigid to change now and spend it. But the spending is really spending year.
Mm-hmm.
The spending is really spending year. It has to be something very, very important for me to go back and spend more money. Because one is now you're too flexible, or you're too lenient on the budget. By the time you realize next month, 2 3 months, 4 months, then you are going back to zero, to how you
Yep.
used to live your life. And you set aside a contingency fund, but once you eat into that and it's done, you can still spend. But the next month, you're going to have to balance it in a way that you don't spend too much.
Yep.
And once we put all this in place, our finances will be able to streamline. Yeah, we are contributing, we are saving, we are taking care of the family, and it's going to look better for us when we retire. Most people don't say, why am I saving so much for retirement? Now, many retirement ages were many way.
Mm-hmm.
You have a wife, you have a husband, you have children. Only time now, you may have somebody that you like. When you're investment in Ghana, don't forget you have to have beneficiaries.
Yep.
To the insurance. And I say beneficiaries to your insurance and beneficiaries to your retirement and to everything that you financially owe. And if the unfortunate happens, these people will be able to access it. And because back in the country, they will consider our budget.
No.
I remember, I think 2 3 years ago, I was traveling to Ghana. And I met my wife, and I'm look, life insurance policy it will save me. It will save the code. If I don't return, get my death certificate, go to the insurance, and then get the money.
Oh yeah, but to say who they like you are too negative. I mean, why? Brother man, why?
And I told her, look, everybody is going to die. It's a matter of when. And we have to know, in case the person is not there, what are my options? What do I need to do?
Yeah, that's true.
Bema, free more. Let me need life insurance in here. Obi abesu will free. Oh, yeah. I'm going I can't hear them.
Mm-hmm.
So believe, so need and it will be a problem. If you ban them, I'm always saying the girl will work for to clients and financial organization and more.
Yes.
But finally, why? No, and also with the non animal year life insurance. But could feel more. Obey so be thing. Also, yeah, when my life is set
Yep.
financially.
Yep.
And these are things, yeah, as we move through life as immigrants, we have to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what kind of amount for say, oh, the answer, why didn't you? When
Oh,
I see, say, Ghana new, may I put it, let's do go family because you are not go family and a mission for moving where you it's a shima kuma. Why? This
unless
37 years old, 40 years old, life insurance will have been less than $50 for you.
yep. And maybe I make us such an unfortunate situation be the whole family be sad they are fine, but if you plan your stuff, I don't think it's always the best to do that. But me this omokra yeah more no. That's not what they might really want, but it is what it is.
Oh yeah.
Yes, mami fa kwanya so enchia adofo a omo ehwe wo Facebook and YouTube. Obi a joining ya Abigail Zifa, mami ya Ama Thompson, Kwame Ajare, Eric Opoku, Emmanuel Asamoah, George Amandon, Simon Kujo, Onyina Nyankopon Enshamo. Aha yɛ Hope for Life Radio. Abrabo mu nsɛm ɛna yɛatena ase. Ɛyɛ mo somfo Barimaba Kodua. Me ne me nua Asante ɛna ɛretwetwe nkɔmmɔ. Ɛfa kwan a yɛbɛtumi aboaboa yɛn ho sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a yɛkɔ ahomegye mu a yɛni bɛgye na yɛn stresse. Na yɛabobɔ nneɛma bebree nso. Sɛ waboa yɛn ma yɛate nneɛma bebree ase. Ɛfiri how a prepare, how a planning, one seek financial knowledge, to your nneɛma yie, ɛba yɛ sikasɛm a ɛnyɛ te sɛ wo spend it anyhow and no be budget because budgeting part is very important. Yes, we sika ne ba me pese me to we na mato you do spontaneous purchases and impulse buying. I just said na yeah $0 na zero CD budgeting na ebetimi aboa ma wo hu bibia wo do sika ye 1 CD $1 1 cent 1 peso baby ekoye bia wo be hu wasa ma ye hu say one your partner or ho and maybe or you should open up and talk about finances and yes say ye din komo can be about kasem de yen kan ho asem na ye hu how ye be cover up especially about insurance part life insurance because it will can nipa ho just that okay as a matter of when whether we like it or yes we are all going to die obi any ho asabi obechre bo and also wamayate ase and our kind about emergency fund and also very very important and now you know if you can afford it go for it you can build equity so person will call retirement out na ha what you are dying career because one of the reasons another thing I can paying off debt because what call retirement now on the car on how because they also your taxes and then home insurance are better than say mortgage account and so wo ho beso na obetumi atua de a ne otodan na better the do tell person kofi a o ma two options either so be outright sale and now say what the bema rental agency normal manage we equity ni bi e de akoye ne person odi koye e wo fie which is a very very good point and a lifestyle or try say we be living in a way a ho beso either according to your the budget and now say way below your budget you are not trying to live to impress anybody. Because here, community, most people look, they go broke trying to look rich, which doesn't make any sense. Because to phobia, only wealthy people are, they live a simple life. Where castle muchi intadi or moshe and ne near momodi yo moho. Ba oba ya ye ni biya chese ye puli apa and ye chre now ni media sheme from head to toe. Can we? And now your parents so yes, obahwe wa inhyira wom said the proverbs kind, but also betima ade nneɛma gu akwan said the ɛbɛyɛ a ɔmfa pressure mba wo ho cause bi obi nim da obi be frame ebetima aba sɛ onim sɛ obɛnyini bibia timi si ti sɛ bibi si a o ɛdɛn na obɛyɛ ti just make sure you plan and put things in place and yeah touching on okase okɔ retirement I'm say aduane ɛdan ɛna made the health because onyini a wapɔ mu ne wade etimi dodo mu yɛ mmerɛ ɛba nnurusɛm ne ade a ɛyɛ another thing a na mepɛ sɛ mede ka ho so yɛ family how a yɛne yɛn nkurɔfoɔ relate because obi wɔ hɔ a wobɛnyini ɔwɔ sika wɔ biribiara but ɔni obi a obi koraa mekɛn sɛ ha na ɔte a ɛde no akɔto nursing home bi ana ɔno pɛ na ɛte fie na caregiver akɔ na ɔhwɛ no like nobody care nobody really cares. Adia why nisikape. And so will be so Joshua Selman said if the only thing you have is money, then you are poor. Sometimes sky is very important, but yes, Bibiana is sky. Unyina no try say obenyina nkrofo so a oni omo ebeko. So you get that support when you are old. Then you say when ni ebe ya ama ode honhon ni areho akọ asamado. And idea here and say yes wo boa wo ho for dachi. Now kodwin say okay, na me ko save ko invest na me levi say ne me pay ne ade na say bi man could do that time ne. Amayati ase say wo yere wo ma wo adofo wo abusua. Within all society say ne ma na wo ye no say insurance na wo ye be benefit you mo. Now nanka me pese ye share into the tax consideration and a tax component part no. Because a bus be will be a retire and our property. Now say our beneficiaries be na direct, especially be fear. Sometimes litigation ne other name maybe umayana a hardware. I'm saying repayment no you better time near church how to set up trust. I'll bet me this anima way ato trust ne so now the microphone now do mo beneficiaries. Said the bear mo bet me akati some taxes ne other stuff. So what join here? So they me kind no ha na ye din komo no gusudi. And ya call beyond your time no but the topic na you discussing no very important. Yeah mkaka say me hu yanka tini ye di komo say how can we improve on our readiness. So obetime de wadwen kire aba program no so na be extending kakra. Enti minua santi we de ye da se bebre said the all no kwan wo ma yebetimi ato so na ya na ya rape up mefa kwanyen so ada Obapa Ventures so ase ye number 1 sponsor e bia oboy me etimi di dwumadi ebrel every Tuesday 7 p.m. Eastern time and 12 a.m. GMT so ope eniema ye di program ye laser ye kente ye beat ye dresses ye authentic drinks ana bibia e di dwumadi bi ye baby baako pɛ na meka mfo ma wo ɛyɛ Obapa Ventures sɛ wofrɛ ɛyɛ the CEO Babradu Chuma ɛwɔ 571-278-8663 a na sɛ wode ɔka sɛ barima na ɛrefer wo a ɔbɛhwɛ wo kamakama wobɛtumi so email no ɛwɔ babraduchuma@gmail.com na ɔbɛresponde kama Facebook so wobɛhu no Obapa Ventures, Instagram Obapa for real ɛna TikTok so at Obapa Mami Owusua. Timisro mfa wani nkyerɛ baabi a wopɛ sɛ odwumadi dim wode sɛ bibia a woyɛ bia bɛdi ntoɔ ɛyɛ bridal party ɛyɛ yie ɛyɛ wedding bibia mesɛ frɛ no number no yɛ 571-278-8663 Yankopɔn nhyira wo sɛ da bia wonya brɛ ɛne yɛdi dwuma yi nti wedi yɛbɛyɛ na ya wrap it up nti Mr. Richmond Samti yɛbɛgye o closing remarks na kyɛ sɛ yɛahwɛ na ya wrap it up.
My advice to Obia would say, especially the young ones, is that if you want to start, you start early.
Yes.
Time is going to be your best friend when it comes to retirement and investing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if me at my age, so I can say by the time I'm retire, at the age of 64, 67, so maybe I'm not start time now.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to make, if I have $1 million at an average return of 8%, I have to save about $2,500 a month.
Mm-hmm. Which is not easy to do.
Yes, and then I can get to that level. But Obia all started at the age of 20. Yes, at the age of 23
Mm-hmm.
to 25. Obia all started around that time. You have to do around $700, $600 a month.
Yep.
And look at the difference. And you say, also, $700, $600. Start with 100. Start with 50. But by all means, money consistent monthly.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, I'll bet you automate. Then yet to say scan be count, sir.
automation is the best. And I always tell people that you start with the little that you can afford. Then find one start with $50. Within maybe about 2 months time, what they call 70. Once the paycheck number, oh, what difference in papa?
Yes.
Now they call 100. Oh, what difference in papa? When you are now you are forcing yourself to use the kind of more account you know. Not the economy and count them because you started little. Some people in guide or started the paycheck or contributed 25% of the paycheck to the retirement investment.
Wow.
Or started 5%. 5% every time will be count. Every time will be count. If it's 25 no car, the man honor, he is forced to use that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kenyan, once you actually can start investing early. So when you ensure it is not too late. Averagely, a woman retire, a man only have $59,000 in their bank account as savings or retire or bar. Then I will have $77,000 in their account. Averagely, national average. Let's kind of say, we need man. Okay, so we need man retire. Since you can earn so 2 years, if you can not.
No.
That
Utanya
is
ya
what
1 year
people keep
currency.
working. That is what people keep working when they retire.
Yes.
And if you certain time, you will be ahead of people and you live comfortable when you retire. But that is very normal. Maybe
Yes, we are dasi bebre. So when you're brainy, abeche. This vital information. And MSU and Yama bebre. Frinkoma ya chichimu. Sana mijidi so be a wotie so. Ebi anya kwenya esuandie. Ya tutu ye honfo. Anyankopɔn nhyira wo sɛ wo nso wonya aberɛ ɛne yɛbɛkyɛ deɛ wowɔ. Nyankopɔn, God richly bless you. Tiefoɔ ne adɔfoɔ sɛdeɛ ɔkaeɛ no. Ɔsɛ woante hwee no, sɛ wodeɛ wonhyɛ aseɛ. Because obi ɔbɛyɛ o mente aseɛ, menim how it is. I don't know how it works. At least pɛ baabi baako na wode starte ɛyɛ. Before you realize na ɛhɔ no ɛkɔ na ɛno koraa bɛ motivate you. Ama w'ani bɛba ho so na kyerɛ sɛ wokɔ w'anim. And your motivation that get you started. Mostly you should start acting. The action should lead to motivation. The be a no now kakra na woko. Now sheni bana nenumum And another thing of kind so be diversify investment. And so you're very important. Now we reduce the risk. On fausi kenyina kogu baby. And I touch you on medical cost or medical expenses because we mostly sadi win so a hard dream. And now say unyini no person retire or many to you can downsize. Maybe I would take 4-bedroom apartment and a 4-bedroom house. Or person or back down behind 2-bedroom. Abekoto bit my ton self in the abetoni iswa. A whole cost near the no bad down. And the crown bit my outright purchase. Uncle G a mortgage be and to also. And send you practice mindfulness or be check you on a social network because I know so here so being in enough video be anyone chain close relations and winning interaction now could feel lonely we share them when you be ankasa ne ho basa na se entwa yie ti ema me papa num enuanom so be so ben obeboa one o partner na ewo ho musika sem mon plane na mon hu time a mo nyina mo pese mo retire said why ne bedi kai na ne nyina no ma consider se ne be ya se bbc mpo a ba ko betima cover because e be ya se partners and a couple stay na ba ko be frame na or more living standards ne mo livelihood be ya basa because there was no plan na te se ne nyina agina nipa ba ko peso enti ene ade a yesua eno no and you can seek financial support or financial advice because your financial advices be brave even jumedi so kra say yeah we nua Patrick also be che wadwen a obetimi a contact no na offer hope for life on penny for on be hu kwan a on be ma wanya no ene na aka obeboa wo niema be brave that time I taxes see my NG tax sika ni nyinaa nsabi ɛmfa nyɛ shopping ɛmfa ntoto nneɛma ti wonya bia no wachichem de wo se odi beto se wo se odi beto retirement account ma na waye se be ya da chi bi no nyini a eno so ebetimi abamfa so ti wo hia more please seek financial advice or some financial consultation. There's nothing wrong with it. Said the Okano. We're not financial experts and we don't know it all. We all learn from each other. And the bonfire say, Obi abe retire obe nyini no na ni aje na na kuma tony yam on stress na ne present yi so we're living good. And yes, we're sacrificing the present for the future. Now say me trying the vacations ni nyina ahye se me retire. Woni sisi ekura wo de kwa akotena kanun mu na ade kotena boat na ade mu. That time na okoye den. Ti me say balancing ye making sure say we live good because nobody knows when life will end. So we should try to live in the moment and live in the now. Said the beya when ni beji and praying na osa kwa humiji ma when ni aji no abobre yi nso. Then you be nya nkwagye so ama okra because ni nyina no yi nyame free ma enye yie aha na brebe makwan eme ne yedi dwumadie no asi am say na your time no akọ over so mo de be chen if you say enkomo ne ye de na say de kind enkomo ne ye de no na say bi ade esa be before enti aha na dwumadie no kwan ni ebeba ema yedi asi menim sɛ nyankopɔn bɛyɛ yadom obesa hwɛ yɛ so de yakɔ de yaba na wɔtwe sɛ ne nso obehu yɛ mmɔbɔ asa de yaba ba behia na yɛ behia no so yɛ bedi nkɔmɔ a yɛ benya so mfasoɔ enti ansa na no me de nyankopɔn gya obibia ɔhwɛ yɛ so na ɔtwe mu ɔmfa yɛn kɔmfa yɛ mbra de bɛyɛ musuo bɛyɛ san onyi yɛn frame ɔntutu yɛ namɔ nsisi baabi yie na wɔmmoa yɛn na ɔnhu yɛ mmɔbɔ yɛnya dɔ ne akoma pa a yɛde betie n'asɛm ayɛ ne yɛfoɔ yɛnti nyankopɔn edin bɛhyeta yɛnti amanfoɔ bɛyi nyankopɔn ayɛ yɛnti amanfoɔ kɔn bɛdɔ sɛ ɔmbɛba nyankopɔn nkyɛn na megye sɛ woyɛ saa nyankopɔn so onya okwa because one very sɛ wobɔ ne din a menyɛ sure sɛ ɔno so bɛfɛre sɛ ɔbɛma wo so ti menua nyankopɔn nhyia wo da sɛ dɛ yɛbɛsa ahyia sɛ nnwom yɛ ɛbɔ yi esi na wante menka na kyerɛ sɛ ahana ebre ema yekwan bye
Tibi a wuti mu bia wo bon kwade ama wabbe mu nsuo beto ne nsuo ne ti a ewia bebo ntibe nsu se wia se kura bepo ebusuafo beyi wa ma twedi ampomsi ne ni wɔ ne mma so ma wa komentu osu a wusu arawu a wudie na wufre mu nyina eboro wo so ano hye pante ya wuni akoma ye nyankopɔn we hu mo bro kese de ma ne ma wo Kristo ne ho ton ne dia woda wona wato me bono matamfo di memra me die ne da so waso me sa de me twapo kokɔ we nya me kwan so se nya me woda so ti ase dia we ni da hwan so tete botan wa ye bi pen woda so hina ne nan so emfa we ni ntu ase wo nyankopɔn ne ti ase